How do we know if we are doing the job correctly? When delivering instructions in the workplace, there should be clear and specific instructions. You should be able to tell the worker how to do things, look at them in the eye, or make sure to communicate the instructions while looking at the person, and attitude should be faced towards the worker. First, I'd like to start off with instructions. Now, for example, before you start a job, you go through orientation while doing orientation. During orientation, there's a list of duties of how to do the job. You can give paper instructions and safety guides. Hand out paper instructions and give clear instructions. Or you can give them a video to watch. Some people are hands-on, where they need to see what the people is doing, what the worker is doing before they do the job. Others, you can easily give them the task and they already know how to do the job. Regardless of the person, you don't want to assume that the person knows the job. Show examples, illustrate the job. Explain from your perspective and from your experiences. Make sure the instructions are clear. For example, I'll give a line attendant for a manufacturing, food industry manufacturing job. Before the person starts, and as a trainer, you want to tell the trainee, you have to put on the required PPE before, touching the cheese block or touching the product. Be mindful. You don't want to assume that the person already knows what the job is. Secondly, training sessions. As I mentioned earlier, watch videos and demonstrate. Show videos to give demonstrations of how the job is done, whether it's a safety hazard or learning how to be a line attendant. Show videos with mistakes if the job is done correctly. You can give hands-on examples. Have the worker do the task first. Give hands-on examples. Check the list duty of what the position is about. Go through the checklist to see what the position requires. And secondly, have the worker do the job after you, so you can do role play. Give a time frame for the worker so there is time for you to check on the worker. So when being on the line, you want to show the worker, this is how you put on all the required PPEs, and then you want to make sure that, they're not touching the cheese block. Because if you're coming in here, let's say if people that's never worked in food industry before, and they don't know that, they don't have to wear all the required PPEs, some people, they really don't know that, they're required to wear a certain PPE. So give clear instructions. Lastly, questions or concerns. Check if the worker has a concern or questions. You want to let the worker know that you do care if he or she needs help. As a worker, I would like for my trainer or somebody to give me clear instructions, because I'm really not going to know what I'm doing. Ask questions. Reassure your trainee that, is there anything that I can help you with? Is there something that you need more time on that we can practice on together? Give scenarios of procedure and how the work should be done. You also want to get clarification. Ask the worker if she understood the assignment. and ask the worker to recap what was required. Given these points, when delivering instructions in the workplace, be sure to give clear instructions. Give the workers a video to go by or role play the job. Then ask if the worker has any questions or concerns of the job.